Alright guys, I'm back here with my 93 Del Sol. Today we're going to wet sand it and buff it. There's some fish eyes and some orange peel going on. So I'll walk you through the steps of doing that. Alright, so I'm not going to do the whole video of course because it gets pretty boring. I'm going to do this little section here probably. So what we're looking to do, get some of this water off. I had to spray it off because it's dusty and you don't want it dusty, then you're going to scratch it deeper. Alright, I don't know if you can kind of see these dots through here. That's fish eyes. So I'm going to start with some 800 grit sandpaper. It might be a little too coarse, so be careful. When we do it, we're going to keep it flat. Don't use your fingers because you'll leave finger marks in it and it'll be wavy and uneven. So I use this block right here. It's for wet sanding. It's kind of hard but soft at the same time so you don't dig in. And we're going to go diagonal. Make sure you stay away from your edges. Any sharp corners or anything like that you can burn through easily. Make sure you keep your panel wet. And I spray enough clear coat on this, hopefully to get most of the imperfections out. I put 4 coats on it, but they're pretty heavy coats. So you sand it some, wipe it all back off, get all the clear coat residue off there. Then squeegee her off. Alright, so now, let me get a little closer. You can see how it's foggy looking, but there's shiny spots. Now your shiny spots are going to be low spots. So you're going to keep going until it's all dull looking. And that means you got a pretty flat panel. It's kind of hard to get a picture of it. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so here, that is orange peel. You can see how it's kind of got a nice texture to it. And all these little spots, like they're everywhere. That's all from fish eye. So I'm gonna work some on this panel, then I'll get back with you on what to do next. Alright guys, I got this pretty well sanded down with 800. I'm not going to go too much more with it. There is still some fish eyes. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some clear coat when I go paint my rims. I'm going to take a Q-tip or toothpick or something and fill them in some. Then I'll re-wet sand it. So I'm going to leave this panel like this. And as you can tell, I stopped at this body line right here. The reasoning for that is, for one, this car is really low. You're not going to see down here how smooth it is. For two, from here down is that rock guard. So it's already going to have a rough texture to it. And it don't look terrible as it is. But if you're staying up here, you're never going to see down there. And I'm not doing the hood because it's pointless. It's all the dents. It actually laid down pretty good anyway, the actual paint itself. So the only thing I'm going to be doing is the fenders to this body line, the doors to that body line, the trunk, because that's going to be the biggest flat surface on here, so it's going to be pretty noticeable, and the roof. I'm not doing the bumpers. For one, they turned out decent, and for two, they're pretty low. And again, I'm planning on driving this car as my daily, so I don't want it perfect. I ain't gonna spend hours and hours on it. So after I get it all sanded down with 800 and it all looks like this, then we'll move up to 1,000 and 1,200 and so on and so on. Then we're gonna buff it 3 different stages, and it should come out like glass, hopefully. Now I told you guys make sure you use a block or something to keep it flat, and this whole panel is all rounded. I mean, this rounds everywhere. It's hard to use a flat block on it. But as you can see here, we're all sanding without a block. So if you're sanding without a block, make sure you go this way. So that's where your fingers ain't digging in. Now this curve right here is kind of hard with a block, so I just did this with the sandpaper. And it turned out pretty good. So that's what you need to be careful with. If you go doing that down the side of your vehicle, you're going to see the waves in it. So I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night with this 800. It takes a while sanding. And I just got off work not too long ago. I'm not exactly too motivated. But my goal is to have it all wet sand with 800 before this weekend. I plan on doing the rims and then fixing all the fish eyes I see, because those are really bugging me. After this is all done and I get everything put back on, the mirrors and the sail panels and all the interior pieces over there, then I have another project. Alright, well, I'm going to get back to sanding this, and then after I get all sanded, I'll start recording again and show you where I'm at with it. Alright guys, I got it sanded down for the most part. As you see, pretty much all the spots are gone. There's a few really small ones, like there. But overall looks pretty good. I'll get a little better video after it's all done. I still have quite a bit to do. So I gotta do the doors, fenders. I wasn't gonna do the hood because all the dents, but there was some trash in it. And it would drive me crazy, so I figured I had to do it. So I'm gonna get done with the doors and fenders. See a little bit more of the clear coat that I put on this side to take care of. It's kind of a pain to get that. I probably should not made it so thick. But it comes out alright. I'm actually using 600 grit, which may be too coarse, but I should be able to get all the scratches out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this sanded down, and I'll shoot a video. I don't know, maybe when it's all done. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of seeing fast forwarding. That's where I'm at with it right now. Well, there ain't much more I can do today, right now, because it's starting to rain in my garage. No, it's not rain, it's clear coat. What I'm doing is I have some clear left over from the rims. And I cut a Q-tip in half, dip it in there. And all those little fish eyes, I drop some onto them. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I'm thinking I can wet sand it, and it should smooth it all out. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So I'm gonna either later tonight or tomorrow try to wet sand all these. I figure if I mess it up, I'll just take a DA over it and re-clear it all. So I think the problem that I'm having is it's a Honda, of course. They're going to smoke. And as it smokes, the smoke, going down the road, it just kind of goes up and on the back of the car. So I think that might be the problem. Although I did wipe everything down and I did primer it all. So it shouldn't be the problem. But something definitely went wrong somewhere. And it's just weird, it's on the back half of the car. Not anywhere else. The only thing on the hood is trash and dents. Overall, turned out really good. So hopefully tonight or tomorrow it's all gonna be wet sanded, then I can start buffing and polishing it. So the tape job is very important on painting a car. It's definitely one of the hardest also. And I noticed I kind of messed up. See the primer there? I had tape under here and I wrapped it around underneath all the way to the other side, all plastic. So I don't know how that happened, but it's gonna drive me crazy. It got primer on it, it's not color. And then my tape must have moved here. I figured I'd try color matching the seals. No, I'm sure I can get it off somehow. So I'm hoping tomorrow this car is going to be done and I start driving it. Front bumper turned out pretty good where there's a little wave there. I had the 4 mounting holes for the license plate. I mellowed them and shoved them in and put some body filler over it. Looks pretty clean now. And also the emblem holes. Alright guys, I'll record when I get some of this wet sanded and hopefully it all turns out well. I imagine it should be alright. They're all high, so the sandpaper should just hit those and just knock those down. I will find out. Alright guys, I got everything sanded down with 800 grit. Next step's gonna be 1,000. I did not do the window trim there, the pillar, or the bumpers, or below this body line, because you can't see it from up here anyway. Then if you look here and here, I burnt through the clear coat. So now I'm going to redo this whole quarter panel. I did end up doing the hood because of all the trash. Wasn't going to because of the dents, but it would have bugged me. I kind of like his color, not being shiny. Kind of a matte finish. Looks pretty cool. But that's the update. I guess I'm gonna learn how to blend. I'll have to spray more color on it and clear coat. There's actually a lot more orange peel than I thought there was. But that's probably my fault. Alright guys, if you would, like and subscribe, and comment down below what I can work on my videos. That'd be pretty helpful. And maybe if you got any ideas for my car. Alright, well thank you guys. Later.